Alistair McCartney, and I'm doing my persuasive speech on abortion. This is my audience for today. Abortion has been an ongoing debate that seems to not have an end. You're either pro-life or you're pro-choice. Pro-life is absolutely against abortion, while pro-choice believes that it's a woman's choice to abort the fetus or not. On the question of abortion being moral, the answer is clearly terminating the fetus under certain circumstances is not only moral, but it's our responsibility to ensure the quality of the child's life. 49% of pregnancies in 1994 were unintended. Most of these were low-income families or single women. Since this is not yet a very socially accepted practice, abortions still remain costly. Since there is not much financial support for abortion clinics, they seem to have lower standards of medical than other medical clinics. This is dangerous and puts patients at risk that need to get the procedures done. Here's my visual aid right here. And the pink means that it's unsafe abortions. And she's telling everyone to legalize it because all these unsafe practices, most are in Latin America and the Caribbean. And in Africa, there's literally no safe abortions. Who is to tell a low-income family that they have to have a child, putting them into more financial troubles? Some women don't get an abortion simply because they can't afford it, and this can't happen. When a child is brought into this world without parents that can't support them, this is a crime in itself. If this seems to be the case, the children are put in orphanages, and now orphanages are overcrowded and not an ideal place for people to grow up and live. The best way to prevent these arguments is simply have making babies a controlled practice. Sadly, this is not the case. Due to unprotected sex, lack of sex education, rape, and irresponsibility. If everyone practiced safe sex, it would cut down the unintended pregnancies drastically. Sex education is being incorporated into schools, but we still see pregnant children. Pro-life supporters try to stop abortion in every which way. In the 90s, anti-abortion bombings became a problem. These pro-life supporters went into abortion clinics and bombed them. This doesn't really seem like a pro-life abortion way of doing it. In these bombings, the supporters killed 8 people, including 4 doctors, 2 clinic employees, a security guard, and a clinic escort. The quality of life is a huge deciding factor in abortion. Children that already don't have a chance of receiving a fulfilled life isn't fair. Having a child when you're not ready only cripples the family and society too. When a child is brought into the world neglected and uneducated, they don't have a chance to contribute to society. This is not the child's fault, but it's not given a chance. He or she is nothing but a burden on the rest of society. They are put into an orphanage for hope and life, but the orphanages take hundreds of thousands of dollars to run annually. And of course, the children's parents aren't pulling out a checkbook to pay for it. Abortion is absolutely necessary for women. Once this practice is more socially accepted and less specialist procedure, the cost of abortions will come down. So make that your opinion is heard and make the procedures remain available to thousands of women that need it every year. Pro-life people may call it murder, but bringing a child into this world that isn't wanted supporter is a far greater crime.